Hello everyone, how have you been? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all how I make my chin chin, or should I call it party chips. This you serve to your guests in every Nigerian home. So guys, please keep on watching to see how I make it, and the list of the ingredients and the corresponding measurements will be in the description box below. Please do well to check out the list of the ingredients below so that you can also end up with the perfect chin chin. You don't want to make any mistakes. But before we start, please click on the subscribe button and like this video. Thanks a lot. So to my all-purpose flour, I'm going to add in my milk flavor, my milk powder, then I'm going to add in my granulated sugar. Please do well to check the description box below for the full ingredients and their measurements. So I just added my nutmeg powder and my baking powder, then I'll mix everything to combine. Note that you can also use a mixer if you have that, but I'm going to use my hand for this today. So once I finish mixing that, I'm going to add in my salted butter. Because I'm using salted butter for this recipe, then I don't need to add some salt to the flour. So I'm just going to mix in everything till I achieve a crumb-like texture and the flour is no more powdery like it was before rather. So my eggs, I'll add in 1 cup of milk. I want this to be very creamy, then I will beat everything together to combine. You can as well add in some vanilla flavor. Then I will add in the eggs and the milk into the flour. Then I will use my hand to work on this. You want to be adding your water in bit by bit, because if you should add too much water from the onset, then you might end up with a runny dough. That's the dough will be very sticky. So what I did was that I was going in with some water bit by bit until I achieved this perfect dough. Note that you can also use a mixer if you have that, but I prefer using my hand for this recipe. But if I had a mixer, I would have gone for it because this was stressful. You want to allow your dough rest in the fridge for about 30 minutes to 1 hour before you begin kneading it. Before you can knead again, you have to sprinkle some flour on your work surface to prevent it from sticking to your work surface. Then once I'm done kneading, then I will just cut it into different sizes that I will work with individually. If you've been watching to this point, this is the best time to subscribe. Please click on the subscribe button. It's totally free of charge. They don't charge you for it. Please click on the subscribe button and like the video. So once I'm done cutting it into different sizes, then I will just roll it out. Sorry, I lost the clip on how I rolled it out. Then once I roll it out, then I'll cut it into strips just like so. At this point, you can cut it into any shape you want to fry. It is totally up to you. There is no rule to this. So I'm just going to cut it into tiny cubes, just like you've seen in the video. Then I'm also going to make the strips. I also lost the video on how I cut the strips. The strips is very easy. Once you cut that long length out, you can just divide it into 2 or 3, depending on how long it is. You also want to flour your tray before you pack the cut chin chin and put on it, because it might stick to the tray if you don't do that. Once my oil is hot enough, not too hot, then I'll begin frying the chin chin. If the oil is too hot, then it won't cook in, it will only brown quickly. And if it is too cold, then it is going to soak a lot of oil. So just want everything to be in between. The chin chin should take about 10 to 15 minutes to fry completely. And you don't want it to brown to your satisfaction, because it's still going to brown some more. Thanks for watching.